Hello students, a very refreshing good morning to you all. You must be wondering, who am I? I am Kapil Mahajan, PGT Biology, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Panna. Today we will start a new chapter of class 12th Biology. This is the last chapter of Unit 7, Chapter 7 Evolution. We will study this chapter under the following headings. First, origin of life. Second, evolution of life forms, a theory. Third, what are the evidences for evolution? Fourth, what is adaptive radiation? Fifth, biological evolution. Sixth, mechanism of evolution. Seventh, Hardy-Weinberg principle. Eighth, brief account of evolution. And finally, ninth, origin and evolution of man. Let's start the chapter. The term evolution has Greek origin, where E means out and volvere means to roll or to unfold. So, evolution means unrolling or unfolding of nature that brings about an orderly change from one form to another. As a result, descendants become different from ancestor. Do not confuse that evolution means from simple form to complex, because अगर ऐसा होता तो simple forms exist नहीं करते. I am drawing a picture. Please observe this picture carefully. आपको क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? You must have seen such picture in your history books. This shows how modern day man might have evolved. But the question is that, did it happen only with humans? The answer is no. The mechanism of evolution is common to all living beings, irrespective of their size or number. Now you may ask, sir, did evolution take place only on Earth? As far as evolution is considered, stars also have evolved, rocks also have evolved, so do not limit the term evolution to Earth only. So we will be studying how evolution started on Earth. But before that, we should know the meaning of term evolutionary biology. It is the study of history of life forms on Earth. यानी इसमें हम न्यू फॉर्म्स ऑफ लाइफ के डेवलपमेंट के बारे में पढ़ते हैं कि कैसे नई फॉर्म्स प्री एग्जिस्टिंग फॉर्म से बनी हैं जो कि डिफरेंट पीरियड्स ऑफ अर्थ में हुआ होगा. Thus we can say that present day diversity is a result of long evolution. The first topic that we will cover is origin of life. Just see this picture carefully. You can see that different organisms are being positioned at different level, which indicate a different age. Let's talk about universe. It looks like something like this. Our universe is very old, almost 20 billion years old. और इसको explain करते हैं हम Big Bang Theory से. Big Bang Theory supports that there was a single huge explosion which led universe to expand, and as a result of this expansion temperature came down. expansion से universe का temperature घटने लगा. अब उससे क्या हुआ? जब temperature घटा, so gases condensed under gravitation and formed the galaxies. But what about our Earth? Our Earth was supposed to have been formed about 4.5 billion years back. याद रखेंगे यूनिवर्स की एज है 20 बिलियन ईयर्स ओल्ड और अर्थ की 4.5 बिलियन ईयर्स ओल्ड. हमारी प्रिमिटिव अर्थ ऐसी कुछ दिखती थी. लेट अस नो अबाउट कंडीशन ऑन प्रिमिटिव अर्थ. उस वक्त अर्थ की कंडीशन कैसी थी? उस वक्त अर्थ पर एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं था, बट कुछ गैसेस थी, जैसे वाटर वेपर, मीथेन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड अमोनिया. ये गैसेस मॉल्टन मास से रिलीज हुई थी जो उस वक्त अर्थ को कवर करता था। सन से यूवी रेज आ रही थी। अब ये यूवी रेज क्या कर रही थी? UV rays from sun broke up water into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen being light, हल्की गैस थी, it escaped. And oxygen ने क्या किया? Oxygen ने रिएक्शन किया अमोनिया एंड मीथेन के साथ। जब इसने अमोनिया और मीथेन के साथ रिएक्ट किया तो इसने बनाया वाटर वेपर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड अदर प्रोडक्ट्स। फिर क्या हुआ? धीरे धीरे अर्थ का टेम्परेचर कम हुआ। जब अर्थ का टेम्परेचर कम होगा तो एनी गैसेस क्या हुआ होगा? यस, यू आर राइट। जब अर्थ का टेम्परेचर कम हुआ तो वाटर कंडेंस होकर बारिश की फॉर्म में आने लगा। दैट इज वाटर वेपर फेल एज रेन। फिर क्या हुआ होगा? दिस वाटर जो रेन की फॉर्म में अर्थ पर आया था, this filled depression on earth to form oceans, and oceans में जो पानी था वो बहुत गर्म था और उस गर्म पानी के अंदर पहली लाइफ फॉर्म इवॉल्व हुई होगी। यानी अर्थ की जो कंडीशन थी वो सूटेबल थी लाइफ के ओरिजिन के लिए। Can you guess who is he? Yes, you're right. He is Jadoo. Did life come from outer space? Mr. Ritik, would you like to give answer of this question? Okay, no problem. Some scientists believe life came from outside. There is a very popular concept called as panspermia. But what is it? Pans mean all. Spermia means seed. Thus, this hypothesis suggested that life is present throughout the universe and is distributed through meteorites, asteroids, comet, dust, etc. Then came theory of spontaneous generation, or we can say theory of abiogenesis or autobiogenesis. This theory suggested that complex living organisms are generated from decaying organic substances. For example, appearance of maggot in decaying meat pieces, or sometimes mice developed in the bags filled with grains like wheat or rice, which we usually kept in our home for storage. But there was no experimental evidence of such theory. Who is he? He is Francisco Redi. What he did? He was the first to disprove theory of spontaneous generation. He used jars and meat pieces to disprove it. Let us see how he performed his experiment. He took a glass jar, added a piece of meat inside it, and left it in open. In the second setup, he took the glass jar, added a piece of meat, but this time he sealed it with cork. In the third setup, he took the same kind of jar, added a piece of meat inside it, but this time the mouth of jar covered with fine gauze. He left the setup for some days. What he found? He found maggots developed in open jar. As you can see, flies entered the jar, they laid eggs over there, and from eggs maggot appear. But in the other jar, no maggots developed because there was no way for flies to enter both the remaining jars. Similarly, in the third jar, flies can be seen on gauze. This disproved theory of spontaneous generation. Later on, Spallanzani performed experiment with broth. Let us see what he did. He took 2 flasks, filled them with nutrition broth, and heated them to sterilize the broth. Sterilization killed all living form inside the broth. Afterward, he left one of the flasks in open without sealing its mouth. He found there was growth in open flask because of contamination by the air. But in the other flask that was sealed and broth was sterilized, no life form developed. Thus, life arises from pre-existing life. It cannot generate spontaneously. Finally, Louis Pasteur disproved theory of spontaneous generation. Just see his experimental setup. He boiled yeast broth in flask having bent swan-shaped neck. After sterilization, he left the setup for some days. He found no life form appeared in the flask. But when the swan neck was broken, he found that there were life forms. When neck was broken, microorganisms soon developed in flask. They show life originate from pre-existing life. Here you can see 2 scientists. One is Oparin of Russia, other is Haldane of England. They are very famous for hypothesis. They proposed life could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecules. Formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution. Conditions on primitive Earth like high temperature, volcanic storm, reducing atmosphere favored the formation of diverse organic molecules. Later on, Miller experimentally proved their hypothesis. This is the setup of Miller experiment. Methane, hydrogen, ammonia gases were introduced into a moist environment above a water-containing flask. To stimulate primitive lightning discharges, Miller supplied the system with electric current. He created electric discharge in a closed flask containing gases. He ran the experiment for almost 2 weeks. He found amino acid in the mixture after the experimental days were over. Other scientists performed similar kind of experiments and found sugar, nitrogenous bases, pigments, fats, etc. in the broth. The first non-cellular form of life could have originated 3 billion years back. First cellular form of life might have originated about 2000 million years ago. Scientists were finally convinced that living things first came from non-living chemicals and then new life arise from pre-existing cells. Now time to check our progress. Now we will see what kind of questions have been asked in the previous board examination from the topic we have covered. Question number 1. Name the scientist who disproved spontaneous generation theory. This question came in Delhi 2010. So what is the answer? Anyone? Okay, answer is Louis Pasteur. Next question, question number 2. Mention the contribution of S.N. Miller's experiment to origin of life. This question came in the year 2010. What could be the answer? His experiment provided experimental evidences that life appeared as a result of chemical evolution. Next, question number 3. List the main prepositions of operand and held in. This question came in All India 2013. What could be the answer? Let's see. Answer third. A. Organic molecules were formed from inorganic molecules under special conditions that prevailed primitive Earth. And B. First life form arise from non-living organic molecules. Question number 4. Write the operand and Haldane's hypothesis about the origin of life on Earth and how does meteorite analysis favor this hypothesis. This question came in All India 2013. The first part you have to do it by yourself and we will answer the second part. Meteorites, when analyzed for chemicals, they showed presence of organic molecules. Now come the last question, that is question number 5. State the theory of biogenesis. How does Miller's experiment support this theory? This question came in Delhi 2012. This question is again your homework and you have to find out the answer by reading the first 2 pages of this chapter from NCERT textbook. Now our next topic is evolution of life forms, a theory. We must have heard about many religious literatures like Holy Bible. Religious literature tells us about the theory of spatial creation. This theory supports God has created everything, including earth, sun, stars, etc. There are 3 ideas of this theory. First, all living organisms that we see today were created as such. The diversity was always the same since creation. The earth is just 4,000 years old. But many people at that time were not ready to accept this idea. So they argued over it and finally all these ideas were strongly challenged. You must have seen this picture hanging on the wall of your biology lab. Yes, you are right. He is Charles Darwin. You must have heard about Charles Darwin in class 10th. As you see, I am drawing world map. So can you guess what he did? Yes, right. He traveled around the world. But how? He traveled through his ship HMS Beagle and observed living beings extensively and came to the conclusion that existing living forms share similarities to varying degrees not only among themselves but also with life forms that exist millions of years ago. During that course, some animal extinct, new forms evolved. So we can say that there had been extinction of different life forms and new forms of life arose at different periods of time. Evolution of new forms occur due to occurrence of variations and differential reproduction. It was seen that there were some animals who produce more offspring. So what was the benefit of that? Those who are better fit in an environment leave more progeny than others. These therefore will survive more and hence are selected by nature. Darwin called it as natural selection and implied it as mechanism of evolution. He is another famous scientist, Alfred Wallace. He was a naturalist who worked in Malay archipelago and also came to similar conclusion around the same time. Thus, at the end, we can say that geological history of Earth correlates with biological history of Earth.